what's a straddle lift? Let's talk about it.
Don't you want to look good naked?
A straddle lift is a great movement if you don't have access to a leg press or if you're training at home. So it's kind of a cross between a squat and a deadlift. And you can use a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell, and you can also vary it so that you're focusing more on a quad bias straddle lift or a glute bias straddle lift. So when you're setting up this movement, just make sure that you are using something stable to elevate both of your feet. So I like to stack plates, or you can use, if you have two boxes that are pretty stable or some yoga steps, anything that gives you a little bit of elevation so that when you're coming down, you can really get that stretch at the bottom as the weight's coming down and it's not hitting the floor. A straddle lift can be very versatile because you can target your glutes a little bit more, or you can target your quads, or you can kind of create a combination of both. So a traditional straddle lift is sort of like a combination between a deadlift and a squat, like I mentioned. So you're targeting your glutes in the beginning of the movement as you're coming down and you're pushing your hips back. And then you're kind of ending the movement on a squat. So you're flexing more at your knees, and that's gonna target your quads a little bit more. So that's sort of the traditional variation. If you wanna bias your glutes more specifically throughout the movement, think about more so of an RDL, so holding that weight in front of you and pushing your hips back and really feeling that stretch in your glutes. And if you want to bias more of your quads, you can think about it as more of a squatting movement. And it's a great alternative if you don't have a leg press, because it allows you to kind of get in that position and hold a heavy enough weight that you're kind of pushing through the floor and coming back up. And again, you can also target your quads or your glutes depending on what you want to focus on that day. Women, we believe